story? Anyone? No guesses? Okay,
Anyone?
God.
Anyone? Bueller? Anyone?
God created people to be in relationship with Him. He wanted to have a relationship. Yes.
That's
So he wanted to have a relationship with them.
I did. They didn't.
Who is the source of our life? Who gives us life? Who gives people life? God. Okay. Okay. Now, in God, there's nothing. Do you want to get past? Okay. In God, there is no darkness at all. There's nothing bad at all. Okay. So, do you think He can, if a person does something wrong, can He be still connected to them? If there's nothing bad in Him at all? No. Okay. So, unfortunately, people decided to do their own thing. And when that happened, it made a separation between God and the people that He created to be in relationship with Him. So, sorry, she had to leave the presence of God. Okay, she's going to go back to that tree over here.
I'm not pregnant now. I forgot some.
Okay.
He's in the
There we
dark.
go. All right. So there's a separation. Now, that separation is actually way bigger than this. In reality, it'd be like the. Do you guys know the Grand Canyon? It'd be almost like. Have you guys? Yeah, it'd be like much bigger than this. Okay. Now, people at first thought that we could get back to God. We could restore our relationship with God. So we tried. Rachel, I want you in one jump to jump back to Alan. Okay. Unfortunately, she fell into the hole. She fell short. There's no way that she could get to him on her own. So some of us are better people than others. Some of us might jump a little farther, but they all fall into the hole. Okay, now this is where the Easter story comes in. When God saw this situation, He still loves her, even though she's separated. And she cannot get back to Him. So He decided to do something about it Himself. And so it said in the Bible that it teaches that God became a man and He entered our world. Does anyone know what His name was? Jesus.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay, and when He came to earth, He did many good things. He healed us. And He taught us. And He fed us. And He served us. But even though He did all these good things to show His love, people did not want to follow Him. They did not want to make Him king. And so they decided, in the religious leaders at the time, but also all the crowd, decided to kill Jesus, to crucify Him. Do you know what that means? What does crucify mean? That word. On the cross. Okay? And so even though He came and showed us love, we crucified Him. But in fact, even though it seemed like it was something that we did to Him, which it was His plan all along. He came to take the punishment. Oh, does anyone know, when we were up here, when she was up here, we talked about how God is the source of life. If you separate yourself from life, what do you get?
Death.
Darkness and death. Okay, so the result of her being sent over there was spiritual death. So He came and He took that death for us, and He died. And that's what happened on Good Friday, which is today. That's what we remember on Good Friday, is the day that Jesus was crucified and He died. But that's not the end of the Easter story. Does anyone know what happens after that? Comes on Sunday. What happens on Sunday? Anyone know? Why are we celebrating? Okay, on Sunday because He's God, death could not defeat Him. And so on Sunday, He became alive again. and he will restore their relationship with him. So although we can't get here on our own, he can restore it. So the Bible says if you have faith, if you believe that he's died for you and that he will restore your relationship, and that you trust in him, that you can be united with God again. You can be connected and to have a relationship with God again. And this is what he will do. But for this to happen, Rachel actually had to climb up into his arm. You have to actually put yourself on him and let him trust him to bring you back to the relationship. So this is why we celebrate Easter. That's a shortened version of the story, but this is why we celebrate Easter, because it's the time when God came to us, and because he loved us, he made a way to restore us so we can have a relationship with him. So, if anyone has any questions more about this story or about this God, then we would be happy to answer them, and we have free books and free movies inside that you can take in your languages. So feel free, just grab one. They're free. You don't have